say
All it simply
127.
means, okay? And if you stay within that
The
range,
cost
as you
start
are
price.
beginners on your journey with trading options, you
120
guys can
call.
limit and mitigate
I
some of
don't
your
know what
risk,
this
okay?
video
For the
is.
sake of this video,
So I don't
for
think
the
it's
sake of this
120 right
example,
now.
let's quickly buy a call. So we believe if we place in a call that we think Nike will go up from here, okay? And
It's
so
Nike.
I'm going to buy an in the money call, which is 120, okay? And if you see this, you see it's at 99 cents. Times everything by 100 to get your final cost, okay? And so the break even will be $120.99. That's where that 99 cent part come from. The break even means I would need to go up 1.8% from its current price to break even. So let's walk through this very quickly. If we wanted to make a call on Nike going up to 120, we would buy one contract, which gives us a total of $99, okay? It's that simple. So that's the skin in the game that you would have if you believe that Nike would go up to 120 or above. If it go above 120, you guys are going to make a killing, okay? That's just how the game go. If it goes below 120, because that's the strike price that you chose, then you would be losing money, all right? If we wanted to sell a put, the same thing applies, okay? If we click here at 118,
not really.
and we
It
bought
just
one
depends on how far you
contract,
put the expiration
you see right
date.
here, we would have a minimum credit of $79. On the put side, you would get this, okay? However, you would be on the hook for 100 shares potentially if it all went wrong, if it didn't go your way. But back to the basics, a put simply means that we believe from this point, 119, that Nike will go down, whether it's 117, 118, 116, or what have you. So just to bring everything back home for you guys, buying a call means you believe that the stock price will go up. Selling a put means that you believe the stock price will go down. I don't want to complicate this thing because all over YouTube, man, it seems way more complex than what it has to be. I'm just going to tell you guys, and I'm going to just encourage you guys just to do your due diligence. Make sure that you have studied the stock so that you know the way it moves and the way it fluctuates day to day in the market. Listen, man, I make videos like this every day, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result. Very few consider the journey. Do me a favor. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys grab some free stock using my link below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, and see, the more people that watch him means more people are going to go with his bets and more probability of it's going to go right. This is going to look cool when I'm done. I'm gonna make the stem yellow too.
My phone, my wallet, passport, and next generation surveillance technology that you won't even be able to see, edible microchips, the Burning Man beta test, and smart cities make stupid people. Hey everybody, I'm Rex Bear, Lead Project. How the heck are you? Beautiful day today out here in southern Colorado. Very far away from any 5G towers. And every time I get 5G on my phone, it slows down. So 5G, you're pretty weak. And that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm going to share with you this next generation surveillance technology that is like something out of 1984 meets steroids on Blade Runner. Oh yeah, buckle up, Buttercup, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. Let's go. The Intelligence Advanced Research Projects Activity, IARPA. It's actually quite fascinating. Was it 12 years ago, I was invited to be a part of a think tank that had a bunch of doctors and professors and people with high-level degrees that spent a lot of money on college. Well, I was the conspiracy theorist that was picked to join, and within 3 months, I was in first place. So, and that was when I was in the far-out fringes of doom. Like, I've balanced myself quite a bit since then. But this is interesting because these smart e-pants,
Smart electrically powered and networked textile systems. Intelligence value. Let's look into this. Not only can these things track, but they can record. So imagine being an agent. This would be like a dream come true. You wouldn't have to worry about carrying a camera or having some type of wire, because the wires are nanowires now. Hello. The Smart ePants program seeks to develop clothing with integrated audio, video, and geolocation sensor systems that feature the same stretchability, bendability, washability, and comfort of regular textiles by weaving these devices directly into garments. Intelligence community staff will be able to record information from their environment hands-free without the need to wear uncomfortable, bulky, and rigid devices. As a result, personnel will have greater range of motion, thus improving their response time in challenging circumstances. Now, this could be fantastic. The question is, now that this is going to be created and designed for intelligence, what happens when the private sector picks it up, and are they going to start selling it to the public? Probably, but you know what? That's okay, because in a smart city, there is no sovereignty. It's all tracked, folks, and that's what they want. They want you in that smart city. Don't you know? They love you so much. They love you to death. The summary: the active smart textile research is a burgeoning field where fabrics are designed to adapt and change their functionality in response to changes to their external environments and or user input. Unlike passive smart textiles, such as Gore-Tex, which rely on the structure to function, ASTs employ energy to power built-in sensors and or actuators that sense, store, interpret, and or react to information from their environment. Been predicting this stuff for 12 years now. You can go back and look at my blogs from 12 years ago. I was talking about this. New enabling research to transfer many of the capabilities of rigid wearable electronics into ASTs has surfaced, including weavable conductive polymer wires, energy harvesters powered by the body, ultra-low power printable computers on cloth, microphones that behave like threads, and scrunchable batteries that can function after many deformations. You've probably seen the robots that can shapeshift with a liquid metal, similar to the Terminator 2. Not in anthropomorphic form yet, but who knows? Things to look forward to in the future, right? These materials and manufacturing techniques are needed to develop complete and integrated systems.
Yeah, some blue in right there, maybe.
Mechanically deformable and durable power sources, sensors, computation and data storage, and electrically conductive system components, wires, and interconnects. The Smart ePants goal is to build sensor systems that are comfortably integrated into primary clothing, shirts, pants, socks, underwear. Smart underwear. Research committed to developing these systems will be divided into 3 demonstration tracks: audio recording, video and photography capture, indoor geolocation. So now they're going to have a built-in microphone next to your ass and a built-in camera next to your... All right, Smart ePants. Government furnished capabilities. Services offered for potential inclusion in program applications. You can look at the overview. Click the link right here, and then more information. Smart ePants, click the link right there. They have hybrid proposers. Interesting. So imagine not only are all clothes now capable of tracking, recording audio and video, but in a smart city, you could have almost everything tracked real time. They're even making edible microchips now.
What was the process of actually putting this all together?
Many hours of finding the right camera angles and watching it. The first trouble started just after 1 o'clock.
45 pages, here it is right here.
Somber day for the country.
The founder of the Oath Keepers militia group is headed to prison for more than 18 years.
His
his lawyers didn't have this video.
The video we're watching right now, his own lawyers did not have. There was a big question of what did the people do who actually did enter the building.
This is where we picked it up with the security footage that is new. At this point, the story dramatically changes.
The New Jersey man who assaulted a Capitol police officer on January 6th has been sentenced.
So this was withheld.
This was not shown to the defense.
That could be considered exculpatory.
They have been for quite some time, but they're putting edible microchips in cheese rolls to fight counterfeiting. I'll get to that in a moment. The Intelligence Advanced Research Project's activity, modeled after DARPA, but focused on national intelligence needs rather than military needs. And folks, they are next level. I mean, the stuff they're talking about doing right now, I was just going through some of the smart city conferences, and they are absolutely on top of the technology boom. Most people haven't even thought about the stuff they're writing papers on and doing projects on and teaching classes on. It's pretty far out. So we have to make sure that we keep balance in this system, right? Like, let's don't be fear mongers here. Let's don't hide in a corner and sob and say there's nothing we can do. Like, let's be the change the world needs to see, and let's do it in a positive fashion. Let's be prepared, not scared. Let's be aware. Let's help others be aware. Maybe there's people out there that are working on technologies and they do have the Earth's best interests and your best interests at heart. There's got to be some white hats out there, right? I mean, we do live in a duality, don't we? For every action, there's an opposite reaction that's just as equal. Next time you buy Parmesan, watch out for the microchip. This is Wall Street Journal. Their latest trick to beat counterfeiters is edible microchips. Italian producers of Parmesan cheese have been fighting against imitators for decades. Here's the Digital Watch Observatory. Producers of Parmigiano Reggiano, the original Parmesan cheese, are using edible microchips to protect against counterfeit products.
These things are
Microchips are
already
being
keeping
placed
track
on their
of.
cheese wheels to verify authenticity. The European Union has granted
Sure it's
protected
listening.
status to over 3,500 products, including Parmigiano, Greek feta cheese, French champagne, and Italian Parma raw ham. The market for protected products is valued at almost 80 billion euros annually. However, counterfeit products flood the market due to their premium prices. European food producers are employing innovative methods such as serial numbers, invisible ink, and DNA fingerprinting to guarantee the origin of their products. QR codes are also being used to provide information on aging and processing methods. Well, how about edible microchips and blockchaining it from
Why would they want
inception
edible
to
microchips? Give you,
digestion?
I guess, the
That could be
virus?
fun. There are two different projects
Oh,
that I want to
that's
talk to you
gonna
about
look
right
good.
now. One is called SEAS. I've shared this with you before. This is a simulation, military-grade
I like that
simulation
idea.
that predicts future outcomes based upon data. Listen to this. What is SEAS? The System Effectiveness Analysis Simulation is a constructive modeling and simulation tool that enables mission-level military utility analysis, MOVA, sponsored by the Air Force Space and Missile Systems Center, Directorate of Developmental Planning. SEAS was created to support developmental planning and pre-milestone acquisition decisions for military space systems. SEAS has proven to be a valuable military ops research tool by enabling exploratory analysis of new system concepts, system architectures, and concepts of operations, CONOPS, in the context of joint warfighting scenarios. SEAS is an accepted analysis tool and is part of the Air Force Standard Analysis
go on
Toolkit
top of
and the
old
Air Force
code and
Space
expect
Command
it to
Modeling
still
and
pop?
Simulation Toolkit. Over the past 2 decades, SEAS has been used on numerous Air Force and other DoD
look like
studies. Why SEAS? Well, SEAS offers a powerful agent-based modeling environment that allows the analyst to simulate the complex, adaptive interactions of opposing military forces. In a physics-based battle space, agents, units, and platforms execute programmable, behavioral, and decision-making rules based on battle space perception, the interaction of the agents with each other, and their environment. Results in warfighting outcomes enabling military utility analysis, the ability to represent networked military forces reacting and adapting to perception-based scenario dynamics makes SEAS ideally suited for exploring new warfighting capabilities, in particular those provided by space and C4ISR systems. Wow. Well, what about you? Do they have a sim for you? Probably. A few days ago, I did a podcast on a quantum computer that would be like the mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Something that you ask it a question, it gives you an answer. Whether you're a politician, whether you're a CEO of a multi-billion-dollar company, whether you are a military officer, intelligence officer, entrepreneur, billionaire, you ask it a question, it gives you the answer. Quantum computer that can connect to multiple dimensions at once and tap into information simultaneously, giving you the most plausible outcome at the time, and doing so actually changing time in certain circumstances.
That middle one needs to be an
Put a finger
eyeball.
on that. The fickle finger. Well, guess what? Now,
trying to think.
here is an example that I'd like to share with you. This is just one prime example. What is the Monte Carlo simulation? What is the Monte Carlo simulation? The Monte Carlo simulation is a mathematical technique that predicts possible outcomes of an uncertain event. Computer programs use this method to analyze past data and predict a range of future outcomes. A range of future outcomes based on a choice of action. For example, if you want to estimate the first months of sales of a new product, you can give the Monte Carlo simulation program your historical sales data. The program will estimate different sales values based on the factors such as general market conditions, product price, and advertising budget. Why is the Monte Carlo simulation important? The Monte Carlo simulation is a probabilistic model that can include an element of uncertainty or randomness in its prediction. When you use a probabilistic model to simulate an outcome, you will get different results each time. For example, the distance between your home and office is fixed. However, a probabilistic simulation might predict different travel times by considering factors such as congestion, bad weather, and vehicle breakdowns. In contrast, conventional forecasting methods are more deterministic. They provide a definitive answer to the prediction and cannot factor in uncertainty. For instance, they might tell you that the minimum and maximum travel time, but both answers are less accurate. So what are the benefits of the Monte Carlo simulation? And folks, we're in the beginning stages here. This is in its infancy, and you're going to see it grow up fast. This technology is going to take the world by storm. You're going to see people that are just going to blast off into different levels of consciousness, and you're going to see people assimilated into the Borg. I mean, this is going to be a trip. It's going to be a trip. The Monte Carlo simulation provides multiple possible outcomes and the probability of each from a large pool of random data samples. It offers a clearer picture than a deterministic forecast. For instance, forecasting financial risks requires analyzing dozens or hundreds of risk factors. Financial analysts use the Monte Carlo system to produce the probability of every possible outcome.
Probably
Wow.
we could use this for stock market.
And I've said this before.
Majestic, wide open, teeming with life. This thriving ecosystem
Was it like AI for it?
I've asked this question before. How many people are using technologies greater than this to implement what you see, what you do, how you act, how you react, what your possible outcomes are going to be? It's brilliant. And it makes sense, especially when you realize, let me repeat that. It makes sense when you see the signs, when you see on the television something that parallels an event taking place on the news or at the workplace. It's
So now you're not gonna be on top of it. With your hand while you're doing this one.
effective platform
No, I'll be
simulation.
over here.
And also when you start to see it,